Hi, I'm Ken Kessler, and welcome to the Sounds of Christmas podcast. If you're new to this podcast, I want to start by saying thanks for joining us. If you're not new, welcome back. Either way, I'm glad you're here. Now, to avoid any confusion, I want to start off by saying there won't be any music played here. This is a place for conversation. I'll talk about Christmas music and some related topics, sometimes by myself and sometimes with guests. If you're looking for music, just go to soundsofchristmas.com and click on the tree or the player on the front page or on the Listen Now page. We play the best variety of Christmas music all year long. Well, except in October, when we play the best variety of Halloween music. And now, the wait is over. The new season of the Sounds of Christmas has begun. I guess that actually depends on when you're listening to this particular episode. I'm recording it late on Halloween night and planning to post it early in the morning on November 1st. So what follows is about the 2023 season of the Sounds of Christmas. I'm excited about playing all your favorites again this season, along with lots of new music. I've already added around a couple of hundred new songs to our library, and it's still early, so I imagine there will be plenty more new stuff to come. There's a page on our website called New for 2023, and that should give you a good idea of a lot of the new music we're playing this season. That page covers a lot of it, but by no means does it cover it all. I'm sure there are releases I've already missed, and as things get busier and busier, there will probably be others that I don't get a chance to post. It's not intentional, and my apologies for any that I have already missed or that I miss over the next month or two. I would like to also mention the singers and bands that are supporting us this season. The Sounds of Christmas doesn't run a lot of commercials, and what we do run mostly just keeps the station going. It's never been a big moneymaker, and it was never meant to be. It's just a way I can share my love of Christmas music with as many as I can, and if I can do that without it costing me a small fortune, all the better. You're going to have the opportunity, if you choose, to meet a lot of the singers and musicians who are supporting us this season on upcoming episodes of this podcast. But I'd like to take a few moments and introduce them to you now. First, a huge thank you to those who are returning. These people have been with us for multiple seasons, and I'm very grateful that somehow we found each other and share our love of Christmas music. This year, there are 27 artists that are supporting us, and 17 of them have been with us at least one time before. I have to start with Kenny Davies. He says his song Christmas Rap is the true story about Santa. He recorded it and posted it to YouTube around Thanksgiving 2012, and he's been sponsoring us season after season. It's possible that he's been with us since that first year that his song came out, but if not, it's definitely been almost that long. And not only that, but he's also almost always the first one to sign on for the next season, sometimes as early as the spring. Russ Lawrenson has been with us for several seasons too. He first came to us around the time his second Christmas album, In the Holiday Spirit, was released, which I think was in 2015. I think this year marks 5 in a row for Suzanne's band. Their second Christmas single came out in 2021, and Suzanne checked in with us along the way to share that single's journey from the earliest writing and recording stages up through its release. There's a new video for it, and the rumor is we just might get new Christmas music from Suzanne next year. Tommy Prophet is back with us for the 4th time in a row. 3 years ago, after a 15-year journey, he finally released his amazing Christmas album, Birth of a King. And this year, he's releasing an album of The Birth of a King recorded live in concert. Lori Berkner is back for her 4th time, too. Last year, she released her second Christmas album, Another Lori Berkner Christmas. Her previous Christmas album, A Lori Berkner Christmas, came out around 10 years ago, and she said she thought it was time for a sequel. Lauren Daigle is also back for her 4th time, and this year, she's collected all the tracks from her Christmas album, Behold, added in the bonus tracks from special editions, along with some singles for Behold, the complete set. Paul Kelly is back this year for his 3rd time. He released his first ever Christmas album, Paul Kelly's Christmas Train, 2 years ago, which included an updated version of his popular classic, How to Make Gravy. Last year, he added a new song to the album, a cover of Maybe This Christmas. Cliff Beach is also back for his 3rd time. Last year, he released an a cappella version of Jingle Bells as a single, and the year before, he released his first Christmas album, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And between you and me, he's got a new Christmas single on the way in early December. Don't tell anybody, though. Shh. Dan Ashley is also back for his third time. He has a great Christmas single, a cover of My Favorite Time of the Year. You may know the original by the Florence Street Band. He's also hinted to me that there just might be a Christmas album in the not-too-distant future. Linda Imperial is also back for her third time. She has a new original Christmas single called Christmas in the Tropics. She previously released Christmas You and Me and a version of her favorite Christmas song, Little Drummer Boy. Liz Kennedy is back too, also for her third time. She has a new original Christmas single just out called Snow in San Francisco, and previously released the single Snowman Moon, A Christmas Crime, which she says she hopes captures that magic that is found in love and also at this very special time of year. Singer-songwriter Sarah Partridge is back for her second year in a row, following last year's release of her first Christmas album, A Partridge in a Pear Tree, which she said had to be the title given her last name. American roots singer-songwriter Grant Malloy Smith is also back for a second year in a row. His first Christmas album, The Christmas Heart, came out last year. Jazz pop standards vocalist Jane Monheit is with us for her second time this year, following the release of her second Christmas album, The Merriest, which came out last year. Jane released her first Christmas album, The Season, in 2005, and a follow-up had been on her schedule for years. Paul Kelly isn't the only Australian singer with us this year. Rhonda Birchmore is back for her second time with her big band Christmas album, A Red Hot Swingin' Christmas, which also features the Jack Earl Big Band. David Lanza and Christine Amory are also back for their second year with several new singles on the way following last year's releases of Silent Night and Mary Did You Know. As if that wasn't enough, there are also some super talented, amazing singers and musicians joining the Sounds of Christmas this year for the first time. First, David Arkenstone joins us this year with the release of his new album, Winterlude. David has released around 80 studio albums in his amazing career, along with soundtracks and video game scores, including a number of songs for World of Warcraft. He's also released many Christmas and Christmas-themed albums and is heading out on tour for the Winterlude album later this month. Blues roots singer Lisa Bialis is also with us for her first time this year, following the release of her first Christmas album, At Christmas, an album filled with blues, big band, swing, classic rock, southern rock, country soul, and mid-20th century pop. Back to Australia for Dami M and her first Christmas album, Christmas Songbook. Dami placed second in the Eurovision Song Contest and went on to win X Factor in Australia. While a new album isn't out just yet, the first single, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, is streaming, and you can also catch a wonderful version of the Christmas song on her YouTube channel. And while we're in Australia, we're excited to have legendary singer Marsha Hines with us for the first time this year. Marsha has a new gospel album out called The Gospel According to Marsha, and maybe she'll get around to getting us some Christmas music sometime soon. Maybe. Children's music performer and recording artist Suki Malloy joins us for the first time this year. Celebrity Parents Magazine says that Suki is undeniably today's Mr. Rogers. Her new album, just out, is called Snow is Falling, Songs for Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. Singer-songwriter Quinn Hedges teased his new album with a couple singles in October, and now he makes his debut with the Sounds of Christmas following the release of his first Christmas album, Night Divine. Aubrey Logan is also with us for the first time this year. She's had a few Christmas singles over the last few years and finally delivers the Christmas album we've all been waiting for, simply called Christmas. The a cappella group King's Return is also with us for the first time this year. Their new album is called We Four Kings, and it follows an earlier Christmas EP called A Merry Little Christmas. Michelle Malone has a new Christmas album with the Hot Toddies called Toddy Time, following a previous Christmas single and a Christmas album and lots of other Christmas goodies on her website. And indie Americana power pop band The Tell-Alls are also with us for the first time this year. They've previously had a few Christmas singles on their Bandcamp page and a Christmas EP years ago, but this year, those will all be available everywhere you stream and download music. I'm very grateful to each and every one of these artists for supporting the Sounds of Christmas this season, and I wanted to mention them here, even though you'll get the chance to meet most of them in upcoming podcast episodes, though quite a few of them have already made appearances on this podcast, and you can check those out right now if you haven't already. And of course, you'll get to hear their music on the Sounds of Christmas now that our new season has begun. I probably should take this opportunity to let you know, just in case you're new to us, and also just in case you're not new, but maybe you don't remember. There are 3 pretty simple ways to tune in. First, simply click on the player on the front page of our website. This way, you can listen to us as long as you're on that page, even if you open other windows. Second, you can click on the tree on our front page. That opens up a pop-up player so you can keep listening to us whether you stay on our website or you go to check your email or Facebook or whatever. You can keep listening as long as you keep that pop-up player open. Both of those options are also available on the Listen Now page. And I also want to mention that some browsers don't show the player. And in those cases, you'll only be able to click the tree for the pop-up player. And third, you can download our free app in the Google Play Store for your Android device and take us with you wherever you go. I know that you may not be ready for Christmas music yet, but when you are, we're ready for you. The Sounds of Christmas is playing the best variety of Christmas music with all your favorite tunes and favorite artists, along with hundreds of brand new songs. Thanks so much for listening and for continuing to support the Sounds of Christmas station and podcast. I told you how to listen to the station, and you're already listening to the podcast, so my work here is just about done. All of our episodes are available on the Sounds of Christmas website. Just click the podcast tab. And we also have a Linktree page that lists most, if not all, of the sites that stream our podcast, so you can find your favorite, and then you can subscribe, and you'll never miss another episode. If you have comments or suggestions on this episode, previous episodes, or the Sounds of Christmas station, feel free to reach out to me on social media or through the website. Thanks again, and may you always believe in Santa Claus.